Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you all the way from Canada, it's the Rink Report with Dylon. Yo, what's up, everybody? Back again here, breaking down this January 19th NHL card today. I think we got, 9 games to talk about today? 10 games.
Good one from there, but I don't know if that's going to help.
So we are going to jump right into it. Yesterday, we've actually been really hot. Shout out to Domi for stopping by. He says, our boy Dylan has been hot on the ice. It's true. We've been doing pretty well. Been seeing NHL pretty clearly. Yesterday on Sunday show with Domi, College Hoops, I gave you guys Lightning and the under. That was the best bet. That one did hit. Unfortunately, Senators and the under did not come through. We only bet the under there, but still that was a 2-1. And that Blues spot, I told you I might be able to catch a puck line live. Oilers beat the shit out of them 5-0. Definitely not. So it's 2-2 on picks. But the favorite one did smash, so hopefully you put some more money on that. But we got, like I said, 10 games today, and I have a few good angles. So let's get right to it. Let's go with the first game of the night, the Buffalo Sabres versus the Carolina Hurricanes. Sabres are away here. Hurricanes at home, obviously. We have... bring up my notes. Big Hurricanes should be smack city right over here, really. Hurricanes have won 12 in this spot, the last 12. And last 13 times they've won. 12 in a row is impressive, though. Also, we have 11 overs last 15, 11, 2-2, a couple pushes at 6. The over is 4-1 last 5 also. And 8 out of the last 10 matchups here. So give me the over, I think, here. And I can't decide what to do on a side. Like Sabres obviously have been streaking as of recently. Sabres are on fire. But I don't know. Carolina Hurricanes, like I said, they're beating the shit out of them head to head. And I think, everybody's going to want to take the Sabres here because they've been on fire. But if you look at the head-to-head history, Hurricanes have about the same record against them as the Buffalo Sabres have a streak right now. So you can't really give out Hurricanes at minus 180, I guess, in this situation. It looks like they have a chance. I mean, feel free to take your shot, but I'm definitely not going to do that there. But I can't take the Hurricanes at minus 180 or give that out either. What's up, Gilly? Shout out to Gilly in the chat. Make sure you catch his show over on Racing with Razor, the Razor Sharp Picks Network. Racing with Gilly, his own show. So make sure you check that out. Yeah, that's really it here, I think. And I looked at the goalies for this game. I think, if Hurricanes are using Freddie Anderson, we're definitely not. I don't think they will tonight. No, it's going to be Brandon Bussey. He's very good here. 17-3, 1 overtime loss, but a goals against average 2.21. So, I think he's one of the best goalies in the league, just record-wise right now. 17-3 is crazy. There's other good goalies we'll actually get to in this next game, but Anuka-Pekka Luukkonen, he's not bad at all. I put him above average. He's 10-6, 2 overtime losses, and a 2.72 goals against average. He's just, I guess, kind of one of those streaky goalies. He can get lit up for sure. But, Matt, when he's on fire, he's one of the best goaltenders in the league. So, yeah, I'm taking the over here purely on the history of these teams head-to-head. Like I said, this game actually goes off in 30 minutes, too. So, if you want to get in on that one does go off at 11:30. So, time to get that action in right now if you want it. That's the over 6.5. That's all I'm going to play here. Then Washington at Colorado. This one's the goaltenders I was just mentioning. Logan Thompson, very good, 17-14. even though that record doesn't sound very good, 50-50, he's still got a goals against average of 2.38. But I mean, there was a time where he was on fire, so you just had a bad slump there. You could pick it up and then be right back in there. And then on the other side, Mackenzie Blackwood for Colorado Avalanche, 13-2 is Mackenzie Blackwood, with one overtime loss and a 2.26 goals against average. So I think this one really is some of the best goaltenders of the night here. Really nice head-to-head matchup. Now, when I looked at these teams head-to-head, Capitals are an away dog here. Of course, Avalanche are favorites at home. Capitals are 6-2, covering that puck line overall when they're away as a dog versus Avalanche. And the Avs are 5-3 on the money line, and the under also 5-3. So I mean, nothing really too sexy there. But honestly, just not going to bet any of this. It's not a spot where I would say, take the Capitals live on the puck line. They're going to cover. It's hard to say. I think we just have to watch the flow of this game and then maybe take the Avs. Avs have not been themselves lately, too. So I don't want to go back to them on the well with the puck line as of right now. They're only 2-3 in their last 5. They lost to, 2-3, yeah. They lost to Nashville, Toronto, had a win over Columbus Blue Jackets and the Senators, and then had a loss to the streaking Tampa Bay Lightning, 4-2. On the other side, the Capitals are the same, 2-3 in their last 5. Winning over Montreal and Chicago, losses to Florida, San Jose, and Nashville. So both of them had losses to Nashville. Nashville's kind of fucking up the league right now, ruining people's numbers. That's what shitty teams do. But, yeah, like I said, we can't really go. Don't trust the puck line here, as we have 2 good goaltenders. Didn't have good enough information on the money line or a total. But like I said, we got 10 games today, so I'll just give you guys the information. You do what you will with it. Yeah, Capitals on the puck line's -140. We're not going to fuck with that. We're not going to fuck with that. Shout out to the chat right now. We got Pop sliding through. Got Ixie popping through. Let's go. Let's keep it going all the way to the end of January. Let's keep it going all year, man. We said we wanted to do this thing this year. Make some money in the new year. So far, we're doing it. So let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling. But yeah, like I said, ultimately a pass on that second 2:00 p.m. game. Let's go to the Penguins and the Seattle Kraken. This one at 3:00 Mountain Time, 5:00 for you guys out there. I believe that's on the East Coast, 5:00 Eastern. Where is it? Where are these notes? Penguins are an away favorite here over the Seattle Kraken. I looked at this one, head-to-head history. Has the Penguins versus the Kraken 2-7 and on the money line and the puck line. So that's 78% of the time the Kraken have won in this spot. 7-1 last 8 to the under with 1 push at 6. So I think we're looking at Kraken and under here. I mean, those stats really stand out to me. I mean, I really don't trust the Penguins away as a favorite either. To me, that says you should take Kraken. They're both 1-4 in their last 5. So, yeah, definitely I would think take a dog here. But hold on, we got a guest backstage. Nope, not anymore. Maybe he'll come back. Do I like the first period over in the Sabres game? I don't know. I can look at that for you quick. Bring it up here. I mean, most of the time, like I said, these games do go over, so I'm already looking at the over in that game. So let's see if we can get if we want it to go over, we definitely want goals in the first period too, Gary. So let's look at it. Sabres away 13-9 to the first period total, 5-5 last 10, 3-2 last 5, 1-2 last 3. Not really the best. Doesn't mean you can't win. Carolina, kind of the same thing, 5-5, 2-3, 1-2. Yeah, so really nothing crazy on it, honestly. But it could happen. I wouldn't take it. It's a bit of a gamble. Like I said, I would just go over full game here. It doesn't look like there's a reason to take both. Sorry, where were we? We're gonna get back to this. Finish up this Penguins Kraken game. I think I said pretty much everything except for the goalies here. We actually have Edmonton's former goalie, Stuart Skinner. If you remember, he got traded. So he is 15-12 this season. I'd like to see his record on the Penguins, though. What's his record just with the Penguins? So I know it wasn't very good, obviously, with Edmonton. That's why we got rid of him. But I think he is doing better out there for sure. And then on the other side, Seattle Kraken is using Joey Decord. He's 12-11, 5 overtime losses, 2.81 goals against average. And then Stuart Skinner, 15-12-4, 2.72 goals against average. So yeah, I mean, I have to lean towards Joey Decord here as the better goaltender. I think when he shows up, I think he's better. But they're both pretty much the same. But I would give the edge to the Kraken slightly there. 7-1 last 8 to the under, like I said, with one push at 6. I'm not sure if I trust both of these goaltenders, especially the under here. That's at 6 and 6.5 on those stats. So the under set at 5.5 here. I don't know. I don't see it yet. I would take an under live here for sure. That's something I would do. Full game over it is. Let's fucking go. Yeah, just when they're like 50-50 on the first period stats, it just doesn't say to me. It's literally a gamble. If you want to go 50-50 on it, I wouldn't. There's another first period over tonight we'll talk about, though. But let's continue. So, yeah, that game, I'm taking the Kraken as a dog. And then the under, we'll wait for that one live. That's all I can do there. But let's go to this next game. This one looks really good betting-wise. Where is this one? Come on now. It's the Sharks versus the Panthers. Come on. Where's these fucking notes? I lost my notes here for some reason. This is ridiculous. Sorry, stay with me. Stay with me. That is not good. There it goes. Just needed to refresh it. Unreal. Almost thought I deleted all the notes that I capped for like an hour. God damn, that would have been the worst thing on planet Earth right now. And then I have to remember all of them for 8 games. Hell no. What up, Bayou? Thanks for popping by. Appreciate you. But yeah, next game. Sharks, an away dog versus the Panthers. I mean, it looks pretty easy to take the Panthers here. And it really should be. They should win. In other Panthers news, they actually do have Tkachuk returning. Matthew Tkachuk. He'll be returning today, it looks like. So if that happens, I think they definitely, get a little more fired up and win. But all-time stats, Sharks are 0-5 the last 5 versus the Panthers as an away dog, 2-7 all time on the money line. Panthers are 4-1 last 5 to the puck line, and 3-0 last 3. But the under 6-1. Hell yeah, I like the over a lot there. And then the bet I gave out in that other game is the Kraken to beat the Penguins. But yeah, I think the Panthers are minus 180, though. It's going to be fucking hard to take that. But I do think that they win today. And then the under, like I said, it's 6-1 to the under in this situation also. But I mean, they really should do it. Sharks are also using Alex Nedeljkovic, so not their best goalie. He's 8-8, 2 overtime losses. Then Florida Panthers be using Bobby Sergei Bobrovsky, 19 wins, 13 losses, 1 overtime loss only. So if this goes into overtime, I think we could bet on the Panthers if that happens. Both of them have a goals against average of around 3. So maybe it could be an under. But I don't know. It's not the sexiest under on the board and not my favorite bet of the night. I don't know. But we'll see. See if we get there. Maybe if we win some of these early bets, we'll roll this money over. So all these games are an hour apart. You have the 2 o'clock game with the Capitals and Avalanche. Penguins at 3 o'clock. Sharks and Panthers at 4 o'clock, and then Wild and Leafs at 5:30. So yeah, just hockey popping off every half an hour to the hour all day. It's great. It's going to be great. First game pops off in 10 minutes, that Carolina over I gave you guys. But let's go to the next game, Minnesota Wild versus the Toronto Maple Leafs. The Wild won the last matchup, but the Leafs are 4-1 in the last 5 matchups, 7-3 all time. So they kind of dominate them at 70% of the time in the last 10 matchups. And then it's 4-1 last 5 to the under on the stats that I found here. I think a lot of people are going to be jumping on Minnesota here. It's now down to a pick 'em. They were yesterday a dog. Yesterday they were a dog, so that's very interesting. Oh, you ready, Dom? All right, we got a guest backstage. She's back, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time on the show. Our guy, Dommy Guns. What's up, Dommy?
What's up, buddy? Good morning. Happy MLK Day for everybody. Hope everybody has off like I do today.
Yeah, not a holiday in Canada. I'm just off anyways.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. Should be a worldwide holiday, but anyhow. How's everything? How you doing today?
I'm doing good so far. So good.
Good. How did yesterday work out? I know you came on my show, talked about some hockey games yesterday. I know there wasn't the biggest card. I know there wasn't the biggest card yesterday.
No, we had 3 games. I went 2-2.
Okay.
Got busted on that puck line by the Blues, but we did.
Yeah,
the Lightning and the under. So yeah, we did good later.
That's good, man. That's good.
We hit the under in that football game, smashed it.
Yeah, and then split the football games, and then go to
the Bears. Should have taken the plus 3.5 or anything live, 6.5, 9.5. I was looking at, but my dumb ass took plus 300 and plus 500.
Yeah, I hear you. How you doing, Gary? Good morning, brother. How are you? How's everybody? Good to see everybody. Bayou 21. I'm glad that a couple of people in the chat. Gary Kappa. Oh, Gilly Kappa. Gotta clean my glasses. I think DJ is going to try to jump in on us too. DJ says he's going to jump in on us too. He's off today, so.
Damn, let's go.
Go ahead. So do what you're doing.
Where was I? Pretty much done with this Sharks-Panthers game. I think it's going to be the Panthers, though they're minus 180. They beat them most of the time historically, and it's 6-1 to the under. So I might play the under here. It's the only thing that I can do. Or we could look for, Sharks to go up by 1, catch the Panthers live. Panthers are a very good comeback team. And I said they win most of the time in this spot, and they do a good job at the comeback. So That's what I would say in this one. Look for the Panthers live and bet the under. And then I think it was at Wild and Leafs. I don't know if I can bet on the Leafs, man. It's a tough spot. Like I said yesterday, Wild was a dog. Now this one's moved to a pick'em, so it's kind of making me second guess this from the information that I wrote down last night. So everything I looked up kind of goes out the window because they're not an away dog anymore. They're just regular. So I didn't know if I was going to get on the Leafs anyways, but the under here could be good. They're 4-1 last 5 to the under. And I have found when I look up these stats and it says, it's really strong for a team or a total, usually the total's the best play instead of playing both because you might get burned and then go 1-1 or something, right?
Right.
But yeah, they're two good goalies here. Philip Gustafsson, 15-9, 2.5 goals against on average. And then Joseph Woll, 11-4, 2.67. So I think an under may be a crazy play here, but I think that's the way to go.
Yeah. Hey, Monday's a little bit crazy too, right? Mondays are a weird kind of day.
Yeah, the under is 6. It's minus 140 at 6.5. So they're already telling you should go under. Really don't like that. I thought it was a little sneaky. I guess not. Leafs have been going over lately. Both these teams really. Minnesota's last game, 9 goals, 8 goals, 7 goals, 7 goals, and then 5 against Seattle. And then Toronto Maple Leafs last 5, 7 goals, 11, and then 7, and then 7, and then again 5 goals in their last game. So, it's crazy that they're going over, but the under's at minus 140. Again, it's not my favorite bet of the day.
Right, I get you. I didn't even look at the card. There's a lot of games today.
Yeah, there's 10 of them today.
Wow. I'm sure there's a bunch of NBA games too.
There is a whole bunch of NBA.
Yeah, usually there is. Usually there is, and it starts early. There's a bunch of college games on too. I capped a couple of them only. I had a late start myself today. That's for sure. I was up late. I fell back to sleep this morning. I hate when I do it. I woke up early and then I fell back to sleep. And then I was all groggy for a while. But we're on a couple games in college basketball also.
There's an under
Dylan's
6.
Been hot, man. Dylan, you've been hot in hockey. You've been doing good, man. Keep it up.
I'm going pretty good, yeah.
Yeah. It's all about, how it is. The day-to-day gets crazy sometimes, but you know how it is. It's a long-term project for sure. So
yeah.
I knew I
shouldn't have bet that plus 3.5 live. It seemed like so good, but so greasy. Edmonton beat them 6-0 in the last game, and now 5-0. And it's like I should have seen that one coming, but whatever.
Yeah, that's what happens, man. That's what happens. We had some games last night, some football games last night, though. Right? I thought they were good games, man.
Dude, I really enjoyed that Bears game. That was something else. Like he got pushed back. So right at the end, he got pushed back 10, 15 yards. When he dropped back and we were like, oh, it's over. He's getting sacked or he's not going to do nothing. Throws a Hail Mary and gets a touchdown to go to overtime.
Yeah, that was and the pass was perfect.
It was
in a perfect spot. Either he was going to catch it or it was going to go out of bounds. It wasn't going to get intercepted. It was a perfect throw. But in the end, the better team won. The team with the experience won. The Rams got away with another nail biter, man. That's two games that the Rams got by that could have went against them.
Yeah,
it'd be an interesting
the Bears
matchup
do that every time. That's 8 games this season where they made it close in the last 2 minutes. I was saying that on the stream last night when the Bears were down, and everyone's like, "Oh, it's going to be Rams easy," and I was like, "Wait a minute, how much time is left on the clock? 2 minutes? Okay, here come the Bears. Here come the Bears. You look."
They did it all year.
That's when I placed plus 500 on the bet instead of everything else.
Yeah, but what the hell? You got to take shots like that once in a while.
I wasn't mad at it when it lost. When that Hail Mary touchdown hits, you already got your miracle. You got a chance at it. It was worth the shot.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I don't know if they got blown out.
I thought it was a good game. I know our boy Damon wasn't. He's an obvious Rams fan. He kept on saying how boring the game was. And I was like, "What are you talking about? Boring?
No way.
Not boring. Your team was just losing all day.
Big catches, big hits, interceptions.
Yeah, it was a good game.
Lots of fun.
Snow, bad weather, wind,
yeah.
snow. It's what you want.
I like it.
And yeah, me too. Me too. It's going to be a great matchup next week. Seattle and the Rams played each other a bunch of times already this year, so it's going to be interesting. Those two teams. I've been a Sam Donald fan for since he came out because the Jets drafted him, and then he proceeded to lose me money like crazy. But I got a bunch of it back this year, and last year. But he's been bounced around to 4 or 5 different teams. He was on the Niners, he was on the Panthers, I think, right? He was on the Vikings. I mean, he's been bounced around, and you just never know when these guys are gonna, when they're gonna finally click with the right team, the right guys around them, the right coach. It ain't good enough just to be talented anymore. You need the pieces around you,
True.
In every sport. You need the pieces around you. So,
yeah.
But we'll talk about that during the week. We'll do a little show. We'll jump me, you, and whoever DJ or Doc, whoever wants to come on. We'll do a show with the Ix-Nizzle about the championship games next week.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
I have no idea what I'm gonna do in these games going forward. I mean, I have Indiana tonight. That's for sure. But other than that, I don't know what I'm doing in NFL or college. This is where it gets tight. It's kind of easy in the beginning. You know who's going to get eliminated most of the time.
Right.
But we'll just do the same thing. Watch the games live and bet them live. I hit that under.
I think that's one of the best ways to go in the NFL is at this point is live.
Me and Jimmy looked into this one. It was the head-to-head in this spot, that NFL game. It was 2-0 to the under. And then the Bears in this situation was like 9-1 to the under, and they never get over 50 points, like ever. There was one time they did, game got to like 63 or something stupid. But other than that, under all the time. So we waited for a live number. I get 51 and 52, and I was trying to hit 53.
Yeah, can't go. That's a tight little window right there. I had the Bears team total over. I bet the Bears team total over before the game started at 22.5. I didn't think the game was going to end up that as low of a score. I thought there was going to. I thought at least I would hit that one, but ended up evening out for the NFL yesterday. Ended up going 2-2. But we hit some college basketball games. We went 5-2 on the show. So we had a good day. Our boy gave us that pick in the chat at the end, right, Dylan? FAU.
Oh yeah.
That we both jumped on. Yeah, yesterday that was good too.
Was that Don
the chat
Johnson?
Came through for us. Yeah, the chat came through for us. But let's get back to your NHL. I didn't mean to disrupt you.
You're good. Oh, I don't mind. We're halfway through this card, so I got half of it done.
All right, cool.
A break. But this next one is good. I like this one. It's the Flyers as an away dog versus the Vegas Golden Knights. Vegas is 4-1 last 5. Flyers are 3-4 all time. So I mean, the last time they won was a long time ago. And yeah, that's really all I found here. But I do like Vegas to win this game. They're minus 200 though. I know there's a lot of favorites there. It's not really my best bet. I have 3 that I want to give out that are my favorites. The first one was actually starting right now, Dommy, the over in this Sabres Hurricanes game.
It starts starts now?
Yeah, it's actually in 5 minutes officially.
It starts in 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's supposed to start at 11:30, but puck drop won't be till like 11:37. It says.
And what's the bet?
I like the over in that one.
In what game?
Sabres Hurricanes.
Okay, I was trying to. I'm getting on my. I was getting on while he was saying that. I think I want to tell some of those hockey games today.
Yeah, I think that's one of my top 3 plays of the day. I think for sure. It's not number 1, but it's number 3. I'll be honest with you, but it's still good. It's 4-1 last 5, and then 8-2 the last 10. So I'm going with it. And then the other ones are way better than that. So I don't really have much to say about Vegas and Flyers except for the goaltenders here. Aiden Hill, 2 wins, 2 overtime losses, 3.2 goals against average, and Samuel Urson, 6 and 8 with 4 overtime losses, 3.43. So that's getting close to numbers I don't like. 3.5 or 4. That's not good for a goalie. When you look at the other ones, they're all at 2.5 to 3. That's kind of what you want for a good goalie. 3.5, you're getting up there. He's the worst goalie on the board today as far as averages go. There's another one. We'll talk about him later, but yeah. Samuel Ersson, I don't know. He's a second string goalie for the Flyers, and he just can't be trusted. So I think it really is going to be Vegas here. And then the Vegas first period over, that's been hot lately too. Been hitting that. So I think I'm going to go to that one again. If they can score in them, let's hope it's early.
I have a 2:00 college basketball game for you that I'll be honest with you, it isn't making sense. The line keeps on going up and up and up. I got the under 147.5. It's opened up at 145.5. DraftKings has it at 150.5 right now. The score I came up with was like 140. So either I'm way off or I got this game nailed down. Penn against Harvard, under 150, under 149, under 148, whatever you can get. I got this game not even hitting 140. So I don't know. Sometimes when you're that far off, you're just either way off or you're not. I mean, Harvard 6-6, 2-1 in the league. They allow just 66 points per game. They're a slow team. They're one of the slowest teams, in possessions that there is. Penn State third in the Ivy League, so lost 3 of the last 4. Harvard has a very good defense. They both rebound good, so they don't give out the extra chance points. They're not great at offensive rebounding. They both do well in defensive rebounding. And you talk to me enough. That's a big key for me in playing totals is where that defensive and offensive rebounding. When you see teams that have great offensive rebounding, that's second half points. That leads to a lot of overs. Listen, both teams also rank the bottom 100 in pace. So they're ranked 2. I think there's 363, 4, something like that of teams in Division I in college basketball. So they're ranked over 260th in pace. I don't know where these guys are getting that it's going to be such a high-scoring game, but maybe they just feel it's going to go back and forth, back and forth. I've done well with Penn's team total overs at points, and today it's 72. But I got the under. Like I said, I'm off by like 10 points. My way I cap and the way I put this number is like 10 points under what the total is now. So we'll see where it goes. I took it under 147.5 is where I took it.
Okay.
And the other game I only have 2 games right now. The other game, because I don't know what time they start. That game starts at 2:00. That's why I mentioned it right now, which New York time. It starts in 20 minutes, put it that way, wherever everybody is. And the other game I got is Marquette is home against, I think they're home against Providence. I think they're the home team. I took Marquette. Yeah, minus 117. I got them finally winning a game. They've lost some games to me this year. For some reason, Marquette's coach didn't want to go into the portal at all. He didn't take any portal guys. He just stuck with his team. He said he don't believe in it. He don't believe in the whole thing, which is a whole nother story, that whole portal and the way they do things now in college basketball and all the money flying around. It's kind of crazy. But I took Providence. I took Marquette in a rare win. They're minus 1.5, minus 2. I took the money line at minus 117. So those are the 2 I got for you right now. Right, if anybody's in college basketball. I know my boy Gary likes his college basketball.
He said he's going to tell you. He's pressed on. He's Penn under. I got 149.5. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, let's go, man. Let's see what happens. I mean, I follow Greg Peterson a lot on VSiN. VSIN, VSiN Network. What a great source for handicappers. Let me tell you, his line is 137.
Wow.
So
okay.
Listen. If he's wrong, then listen. It's sports gambling. We're never completely right? It's always
find an edge when you can, though. If you think
you only try, right? If you're hitting, hopefully if you're hitting 7 out of 10 or so, or 6 out of 10 leans, then you're doing good, right?
We have our guy Pops right here, actually, Donnie.
What was that?
From the 216. Cash that shit. Lego. Boom. Done.
I filmed him when we took that road trip to Atlantic City.
Well, that's when you guys were in the car?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like, Pop, say something. I'm going to turn it into a clip. And then I recorded him. He had to retake it like 3 times. And I just kept rolling the video. I was like, just keep going. I'll edit it later.
Exactly. Like the real movies. Keep going.
It's funny. Shout out to Good DZ in the chat. What's up? What's up?
What's up, Good?
Yeah.
Good in the house. Yeah, that's funny, man. Pop's a good guy. We had a good trip. I mean, Atlantic City isn't what it used to be. But us together, wherever we are, we're having a good time.
They told us it would be better in the summertime. That was kind of the worst part of the season to go, but I didn't.
Well, we went after the season, but it was also half the price.
Yeah, and
it's so
exactly. I also don't want to be there when there's a bunch of tourists and it's busy as fuck.
Bro, there's kids running all around.
Yeah, no, it's not for me.
And like I said, us together, we can go in the middle of friggin' Montana somewhere. We're gonna have a good time. So, doesn't matter where we go. But anyway, well, next year we'll have a better spot to go to. We're thinking maybe
New Orleans would be
up in North Vegas there. North Nevada, I mean. But you got more games on? You got more hockey games?
Yeah, we still got 4 more to talk about.
Yeah. Hit it.
So this one is one of my favorite games of the day. It's the Jets as an away favorite versus the Blackhawks. And if you'll notice, there's not a lot of away favorites. I think there's only 2 or 3 on this card. And I think they're favorites for a reason here. They're 13-2 the last 15, 9-1 the last 10, and they're on a 6-game winning streak versus the Blackhawks as an away favorite. So, I mean, that's, when I look at these games and I cap it like that, I don't find stats like that a lot. That's very, very good. So I think we need to take the Jets tonight. They're minus 135. It's, they should be up there with some of those other teams, but they're not, like Vegas and Florida, minus 180, minus 170. And every time I find these lines too, they're not touting it either because they already know. They know the stats as much as I have looked into them, right? So they're going to be like, yeah, don't put that one as a favorite. Then everybody will know that they're supposed to win. Try to draw some action on the other side. But, yeah, Jets are only minus 135. I'm taking the Jets all day long here. The under here is 7-3, last 10 to the under, too. You said good goaltenders. If you want to compare the numbers, like 3.5, I told you was bad. Now these are 2 good goaltenders. Connor Hellebuck, 12-12, 5 overtime losses, 2.76. And then Spencer Knight, 13-13, 6 overtime losses, 2.61. So these guys have been to overtime a lot. That might actually be a good bet here, the draw. But I don't think so. I think Jets get this done, beat the Blackhawks. And, yeah. That's it. I think that's one of my favorites of the day, minus 135 for the Jets. I know it's expensive, but with those stats, I think it's worth it.
I have over the years I used to not play over minus 130 because I do mostly baseball. I bet baseball every day. It's such a long season. I would never go over minus 30 for years. And then, and as time got on and I got a little bit better at what I was doing, I realized that sometimes you just leaving money on the table. It's worth sometimes throwing a unit down to win a half a unit. I mean, in the long run, it adds up, So, I mean, not to do it all the time, but and the way I bet, I don't know how everybody else bet. I bet risk. I switched about 4 or 5 years ago. So if I'm betting, let's say $100 on a game, I'm risking 100 to win the 90. I'm not risking 110 to win the 100. You understand? And it helped me. It helped me stay more disciplined. It helped me keep. It helped me for some reason. I know everything works different for people, but I don't know how everybody. I mean, basically the way the sports books are set up, you bet in that way anyhow. The way if you just put in you're just clicking on the sports, but you're betting risk. But in general, even when I was, wasn't doing it with the sports books, I always bet risk. I just like doing it that way. So
Yeah,
just a little bit something.
And for me, everything
Ix
has
Nizzle,
live here,
Ix
too.
Nizzle still here?
No,
Is our
he's
boy
playing,
Ix still in the house, or
he's live on Twitch. He stopped by earlier, but that's it. Maybe he's listening.
he's
Who
on
knows?
Twitch?
Yeah, he's on
Okay.
Twitch playing
What
the
goes
live
on?
PGA right now. Some PGA Tour, some live video gaming with us right now.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah, he needs
That's
viewers,
cool.
so make sure you guys go view
Those
it.
games, man.
I think if he gets 9 or 10 viewers, he'll have to take a shot. So if you guys want to go over there, make our boy Ix take a shot at twitch.tv, make him drink in the afternoon. Could be fun.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. I don't think I've ever been on that site at all. But
No,
I don't play,
me neither.
I don't play the games like that. But
I don't usually either.
What
But
was
me and
that?
Smith started streaming Battlefield, actually playing some video games together and streaming that live. That's lots of fun.
yeah, I know some kids in my neighborhood that do that. Some of them. One kid supposedly makes money doing it. I don't know how he does it, but he makes doing it.
Oh, you can make
I
lots
don't really
of money.
understand it.
Yeah.
I'm an old fuck, so I don't understand that bullshit.
Basically, Twitch is
The
the
last game,
platform that used to do that. It's like YouTube for gaming. So if you get enough subscribers,
Yeah. No, I know what it is, but I just never fucked with it.
Yeah, that's where you want to go. I think is Twitch or Kick for gaming. You can get paid a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, this Jets game, like I said,
Hey, listen.
everything lines up beautifully there too. They're 4-1 in their last 5, where Chicago is 1-4 in their last 5, and they have the better goaltender, and we have the record on our side. So I think that's why -135 is okay.
When have the Blackhawks ever been really good? Been a long time, right?
Been a while. I mean, I would say probably this season they're doing their best work, but they're still not the greatest.
No.
Even with Connor Bedard. This is probably their
Let me go
peak
check
in a
that.
while right now for Blackhawks, honestly.
Let me switch to NHL here. Hey, Gary, I added McNeese State over 140 also. I had that number at I had that number at 144 or over, so DraftKings had it at 140, so I took it. Let's see, that was the Jets, right?
Yeah, the Jets money line.
Let's see. DraftKings has it at -162.
Whoa.
And what book do you use, by the way? You losing a local or?
I have Bet Online and then Betway. Let's go. Sabres got a goal already. We're on our way to that over.
Good. You use Bet Online, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. I have an account with them too. I haven't been using them as much. I use them mostly so I can play poker, but they have good baseball lines for me. So does BetUS, but on the other sports, BetUS is terrible. But they have pretty good baseball lines offshores, I must say. Let me get to this. Let me see what BetRivers has. I use BetRivers and BetMGM the most. And when I first started online with legal books, like everybody, I downloaded DraftKings, but I stopped using them. Their lines are usually terrible. Then this year for Christmas, for some reason, I got a couple of gift cards, and they were all for DraftKings. I guess everybody knows I gamble, but I guess everybody thinks everybody.
Go. Hurricanes.
Everybody thinks everybody is on. Everybody thinks that everybody bets on DraftKings. They don't know about the game, So he ended up putting the money back in DraftKings. Gary, you took the Townsend game on the 124.5. Good. That was the way to go in that game. Old school captain told me years ago, don't be afraid to take the lowest total of the day, and that was the lowest total of the day. Don't be afraid to take it under. Same with the overs. You see a 170. Don't be afraid to take over 170.
Let's go.
Because automatically you think different, right?
Yeah, Hurricanes. We'll run the goal horn for that one. Hurricanes get one. It's 1-1 in the first period. We already got 2 goals. Let's go. We're on our way to the first bet of the day.
I like that.
I love doing a hockey show when one game pops off and it can kind of missed it fucking live here. I should have been watching, but we missed that Hurricane spot I was talking about. You know, Sabres went up first. You can get a better price on Hurricanes live. Damn it, we missed that one live. But I hope everybody got on the over. Gary was asking about the first period over earlier too, and I was like, I don't know. I mean, I like the over, and if it's going to go over, you want goals in the first period. You don't want to be sweating that in the second and third. I've been there before. It doesn't usually work out very well.
Right. Here's a quick lesson in why you have to have multiple books. What did I say? DraftKings had the Jets at 160 something. I said.
Yeah.
Bet Rivers minus 143.
Yeah, that's
what
good.
a 20 cents difference.
On Bet Online has minus 136, and then this Canadian book I have Betway, it's minus 135. So I mean, even 1 cent there. So definitely shop around. There's multiple different prices for that.
It's amazing. It's amazing how that happens. It's amazing how that happens. I'm gonna put a little something on the Jets anyhow.
I'm about to take that now before I finish the show here because I don't want to. It's gonna move up to minus 145 or minus 140, I believe.
Probably, but it already is in America. It already is.
Let's just hit that right now.
That's what I did. I hit it at 143. I hit it. Just a rare hockey bet for me. Let me get to that game too that Gary's on. What the hell happened to DJ, man? He's worried about capping the games. I'm like, just come on, cap while you're on while you're on, like I'm doing. That game tonight, I see the that freaking football game tonight. It keeps on going back and forth. 8.5, 7.5, 8.5, 7.5.
I know. I don't like that at all.
I mean, listen, I like Miami from the beginning. They are the Bears of the college football. They had all their fourth quarter comeback wins a lot. But I know, but this Indiana team has just been rolling, man. They've been like a steamroller, you know.
They're very good this year.
Over 140, Gary. I got over 140 on the piece. At on DraftKings, it was 140. I got the total at like 144-ish, over 144 is what I was looking for. So I was going to be leery of going too much higher than that, but that's what I got.
If I can get on this total again. If they don't score for a little while, we might get 6.5 again.
You gotta be careful with the just be careful with the line that because I've done it before, and I've calmed down with the line because I've bet myself out of some games where I should have had to win and end up middling, shit like that happens. Sometimes the line's easier than it really is, So now if I'm trying to middle, I mean, hockey's different, but in basketball, if I'm trying to middle something up, it has to be at least 10 points apart. Same in NFL. There's
it's just
10
the same
points
line again. It wouldn't even be a middle. It's just the same line again. I'd just double down.
Well, that's different. No, that's different. I'm talking about if you're using live to for a lot of people using live to hit both ends of a bet, to try to, they have over 46 in a football game and it's, it's 34 and you try to middle it, something like that. Yeah. I'm just saying it sounds easier than it really is. You got to be careful.
I've had some bad ones before.
That's my only point. I'm sure you have.
I've had one that I remember and I'll remember forever. It was like a legendary basketball game. Went, what was it, like 300 points, Tommy?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like it was stupid. I took we should have just been betting on the over, but we
obviously
somehow then we just kept betting it, but it went up like 270, 280, 290, and we were like, what the fuck? It was up there with like Globetrotters games. The next day they were talking about highest scoring NBA games of all time. Top 10 were all Globetrotters games, and then that one snuck in there. We were like, what? I can't remember who they were playing, but the Atlanta Hawks were definitely involved.
halftime at Drexel Townsend. Gary's on that ball on that game under 124. He said halftime score 32 to
124.
Listen, the halftime score 32 to 20.
Nice.
Yeah,
Would be good.
college basketball is so weird, man. So friggin' weird.
It's a nice one
That's
there.
why I like it.
Well, let me just go ahead and get through these next 3 hockey games. I don't have much on the next 2. No bets, but I'll break them down for you guys. The Devils away versus the Flames. The Devils are 4-10 on the money line versus the Flames. The over's 8, 4-2. Last 2 going under, though. And then 5 overs before that, like I said. But they've never hit 3 unders in a row head-to-head. So I think we could see an over here. I'm not going to go ahead and bet that one. But the goalies here, Jake Allen and Devin Cooley. I don't know if I like Devin Cooley too much. So I'd lean towards the Devils here, even though the stats don't say it. I never trust the Flames, and I don't like betting on Flames games. I really don't do well over there. Really fucking don't. Then the Rangers are way dog versus the Ducks. The Ducks are 3-1 in the last 4, and the over is 3-1 in the last 4. Against Jonathan Quick. I mean, this guy's not looking good, Dommy. 3 wins, 10 losses, 2 overtime losses. That's 3-12. And against Lucas Dostal, 15-12 and 2 overtime losses. But they both have a goals against average of 3.
He's been around for a while, Mr. Quick, though, right? He's getting up there.
Yeah, he's getting old for sure.
Yeah, he has a lot of miles under those skates, you know?
The Ducks are actually coming back to life right now. They were on a huge losing streak, but they're winning their last 3 right now. So, and then Rangers, they're 1-4 in their last 5, 2-8 in their last 10. I mean, Ducks were on a 10-game skid. Now they're winning the last 3, so there's 3-7 now. But like I said, winning 3 in a row. I'd have to lean towards the Ducks here, but I don't really want to take them as a favorite. I mean, maybe we could find a chance if they're down to bet the Ducks live, but I think you need plus money to bet the Ducks, even though they are on a 3-game winning streak. The other thing here is the Rangers do very good on the road. All those last 4 that they lost, 3 of them were at home. And then they had an away game against Boston. They got blown out 10-2. But yeah, I don't know. So it's tough here, but I would go against Jonathan Quick and take the Ducks here.
Gotcha.
And the last one, I have a really good bet in this last one.
Go ahead.
The Islanders. This one's going to be really quick. The Islanders are 5-0 as an away favorite versus the Canucks. Canucks are on an 11-game losing streak. They lost the last 7 at home. Islanders at minus 130 or more. This goes over. The Canucks have goaltending issues. They're using Kevin Lankinen tonight. I talked to you earlier about goalies with about 3.5 goals against. He's right there. Kevin Lankinen, 3.4 goals against average. Wins 6, losses 13, overtime losses 4, 6-17 against Ilya Sorokin, who's on fire, 15-11 with 2 overtime losses. But I said he's on fire right now. Sorokin is definitely in form. So give me the Islanders here, 100%. Another one at minus 140. And I think we're going to go Jets, Islanders in a parlay. Dom, that's what we're going to do. Should be Islanders easy. I'm not even gonna, not even gonna talk about the Canucks here. Not right now.
They're playing well. The Islanders are playing well.
Yeah, it's Islanders or bust. They're an away favorite too. Like I said, there's not too many teams that are away favorites. I think they're away favorites for a reason. So let's go Islanders, Jets. I'll give you guys a price on that right now.
That's Sorokin, man. He I don't know why he left it, why the Rangers got rid of him, but he made it. He just came across town and really he went 30 miles east from the Madison Square Garden to the UAB Arena. That's about all he did. And not even 30 miles, more like 20. And yeah.
Yeah, that's plus 200. So we're taking this one. That's where we take our shot to win some money today. For sure. That's it.
What the hell is he doing? He's burnt out, man. DJ keeps on posting his pics in our chat. I keep on telling him, come on the show and tell us. And come on. Cap the rest of it here. He burnt out. He slept too late today.
Gary says Wolf is not in there tonight. Yeah, that's for the Flames game. No, with no Dustin Wolf. They're using their second string goalie, backup goalie. That's why we can't trust the Flames with Devin Cooley. I'll never tell you guys to bet on the Flames with Devin Cooley in net. It's not a good idea. It's just not. I mean, when I cap these games, I look to it like that, and then I go look at the goalies, and that's really what confirms it for me. So, like Islanders and all those stats you find online, 5-0, everything looks great. Canucks are on an 11-game losing streak, and that's fine. But we go look at goalies, that backs it up too. So that's a good reason. Again, 3 good reasons to take a -135. And parlay Jets, Islanders +200. Take that money. Yeah, +201 if you want to be exact, but +201.
That's really that's really what you got to do with these 2-team parlays. Sometimes I take them with bad numbers like +170, +160, but you really should be at around 200 or better. But you should try to get those, when you talk mathematically, correct bets, you really got to be in that area, probably even a little bit higher. But we heard that Razor Sharps loves the under tonight, 47.5. My boy Gary says. It's always a good endorsement from Razor.
Yeah, in the Indiana game, the under.
I mean, I ain't touching that total to tell you the truth, but if anything, I'm going to go with Miami, unless I do like a teaser or something with Miami in the over, something like that.
I'm kind of just going to chill and watch that game. I know they're going to win. We said yesterday on the College Hoop Show that parlay Patriots and Indiana. Just again, like on a parlay, I was just going to bring that up. Both like -170 and a -275 or something. But it got me +105, and I fucking slapped that for $100. Seemed easy.
Yeah, what the hell? Sometimes you do it because sometimes you have to do it because the lines are so freaking high. But I'm just saying in general, when we're talking about 2-team parlays, like I said, I take the shitty numbers too sometimes.
But now this one at -135, that one's not going to be $100. I'm just going to do 25 to win $50. I think that's better. So I think they're both going to win, but I don't think they're going to smack as much as I thought Patriots would slap and Indiana is going to slap. I don't have as much confidence, but they should win.
Listen, for the Texans really played a terrible game. The big defense all year long was terrible.
It was unreal.
Stroud throws 4 interceptions in the first. Remember we were talking about the interception prop? It was -160, right?
I have a book that I can bet them live on, but I had no money in that one. And man, we could just kept going.
-160 was that over 1.5 interceptions, right? Yesterday to open the game. And
that was just for one.
Oh, that was for one. It was high. He throws 4.
But
the week before that, they're lucky they won.
+150 live, but I can't bet it live. But
I'm just saying in general.
Turnovers in a playoff game since 2015. They threw that stat up on the broadcast.
Yeah.
I'm just
saying how a team just falls apart. The Texans handed them that game. I mean, the Patriots played a good game. They handed them that game. I'll tell you one thing. And people might say I'm crazy, but I'm not sold on them beating the Broncos next week. I don't care that the backup is in. I think they're so lucky that Bo Nix and they don't have full strength. That's one of the hardest places to play to begin with in Denver. They stay home. They haven't left in a couple weeks. I hope that line keeps on going up. I'm going to wait late to bet that game. We'll see what happens. I know the quarterback hasn't played in a couple years, and I know all the stuff. But we didn't talk about that yesterday. That might have been the weirdest play of ever, him breaking his ankle in overtime.
Yeah, I didn't think he did. Honestly, I didn't. I was surprised. I was like,
he didn't think he did.
When did he get injured? He was never out of the game.
No, it was in overtime. It was Peyton said it was. Everybody thinks it was on the kneel down. I watched Peyton's interview. He said it was the third play before the end of the game. So it was 2 plays before the kneel down. Something happened. I don't know what the fuck happened, but he snapped the bone in his leg. I mean, what bad timing for the poor guy. I feel bad for him. Feel bad for any kid, any quarterback that happens to when you go to play for your championship. You know, your first one, no less. Wow.
I saw that line too when it came out, and I was like, "Wow, I'm taking the Broncos plus 7.5." And then I heard,
I think it's going to keep on
like,
going up.
Fuck, that's why. Fuck me.
Yeah, but that's but listen, man. How many backups have come in this year and won? No, you can't just lay off. The backup plays every day too in practice. This kid's going to be fired up, man. That he's going to be in there.
Like I said, I still haven't.
The team's going to rally around. But the team's going to rally around them. I just listen. I'm not saying that they could just beat the Patriots like that. I'm just saying don't count them out. That's all. Everybody jumping on the Patriots for that reason. That's not a good enough reason.
No, like I said, I haven't really decided yet, and yeah, that's not going to make me change my mind. What I might do, though, we talk about all these quarterbacks throwing interceptions, and this guy's technically a rookie quarterback in the playoffs now. So, not to say that they're going to lose. All the quarterbacks that have thrown interceptions, they came back and won the game, except for Houston Texans, of course, and the Bears now. But I mean, look what he did. Even though he threw a couple interceptions, he still had a great game. So yeah, I think he might throw an interception, but not to say he's going to have a terrible game.
Yeah, he hasn't played in a couple of years. He's been around for a while. Stidham. He's been around for a while, but he hasn't. Obviously hasn't played in a while. And I'm not trying to take anything away from the Patriots because I think Drake May is real good. I like him a lot. I think he's a great. He's going to be real solid quarterback. Tall, big. Calm, cool, not all over the place. Like all I hear about in New York is Jackson Dart, like he's the next Joe Montana. Like let the kid prove something first. You know what I mean? So he has the intangibles, but that doesn't mean shit.
And as
anyhow, whatever. I just think it's going to be a good game, the Bronco game, and just don't count out the Broncos right off the bat. That was my only point.
That's fair, yeah.
Yep, 7.5 isn't a bad bet over. You're over a touchdown. That's not a bad bet for the home team. Really isn't.
I just looked this guy up now. He only has 8 interceptions all time, so he's really not terrible. Maybe I won't go that. Maybe I won't go against him.
No, there's a reason why they've kept him around. So
only 8 in his whole career. So yeah, I'll take back everything I said. I would not bet the interception.
It just sucks for Bo Nix. Even if I didn't like the Broncos, you got to feel bad for the kid for that shit happening. But it is what it is. Anyway,
absolutely terrible.
You want to run down your card again?
I could go over it.
You go over your card, and then when we get off, stay online. When we get off, I want to talk to you.
Sure. So we had the Sabres Hurricane over. That's already on its way.
Yes, sir.
Avalanche, maybe look for them live. They're a good comeback team, but they're too expensive pre-flop. They do win most of the time here. I like the Kraken here. I'm going to take the Kraken over the Penguins. The Sharks, I don't know. I'm probably not going to get to the Panthers. And that's another one live. They're minus 180. Look for those spots on the Avs and the Panthers. They're both 2 of the best comeback teams in the league, so it's viable to take them as an underdog live. Wild Leafs, I didn't really do anything there. I liked Vegas, but the exact same thing. They should beat the Flyers, but it's too expensive to take pre-flop. Then the Jets, I like that one a lot at minus 135. They're 13-2 last 15, 9-1 last 10, won the last 6 games. Nothing with the Devils or the Flames, nothing with Rangers or Ducks, though I do lean towards Ducks. And then the Islanders, as an away favorite versus the Canucks, are 5-0, so that's definitely the best bet of the day. As Canucks, I think they suck. Islanders are on fire, better goaltending, everything leans here. So those 2 and the Jets and the Islanders in a parlay at plus 200.
Gotcha.
So the official 4 bets are those 3. 2 singles in the parlay, then that over I already gave out. The Sabres and the Hurricanes. It's everything that I've actually placed bets on right now, nothing else.
Cool.
But
Good job.
maybe I'll post it on Twitter, I guess, if I do something else. If you guys follow me
Yeah.
over there.
Without a doubt. I
Maybe
tailed
we'll
you
go
on the
live.
Jet game. I
We'll
tailed you on
probably
the
go live.
Jets.
Let's go. Yeah, I
Yep.
think you should take Islanders too, honestly. If you're going to take the
I
Jets.
tailed you
there's
on the
no
well.
reason not to
For
take
now, I
Islanders.
tailed you on the Jets, and I took the McNeese over 140 and Marquette minus 117 on the money line, and Penn under 149.5.
The reason I would say Islanders is better than the Jets too, because they're both at minus 135, is just Blackhawks probably have a better chance at winning than I think the Canucks do right now.
Yeah, no, good
They're
luck
not
with
as terrible as the Canucks. Canucks are just like a super duper fade right now. Where Blackhawks, I'm not looking past the Blackhawks. They're saying they suck in that game, but I think they're going to lose.
Look who joined us quick. What up?
There he is.
What up, Dow? I must got some effect on my voice, huh?
What up,
Ix,
DJ?
Ix, you're playing Twitch? What are you doing, Ix? I thought you were on Twitch doing shots. DJ, what's happening, man?
Shots.
Another day.
What was that, buddy?
Is my mic okay? I feel like I'm echoing. I'm okay?
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, you're good.
Why can't I hear myself like I'm echoing? But anyways,
No,
I'm
you're
doing
not
good,
echoing.
man. Happy MLK. Playing hooky from work today, and just woke up to see that we got some games on. So got a couple games lit up. I'm gonna take it, time frame by time frame and load them up. So got 2 going out right now. I got the Columbia and Yale game. I have that one going over, and then I have the what up, Gary? I got the NJIT game going under right now. So Let's see how we start off. Hopefully we start off. When you start off with a win at the beginning,
I know that's what you need.
It always has a good day. But when you go flat on that first one, you either got to sweat the rest of the day out trying to catch up, or
I know.
What do I always say, DJ? It's always good to win the first one.
It is key. It's key to win the first one.
That's why it was important for me to win this Sabres Hurricanes bet too, the first NHL game at 11:30, because they're off all day. They're like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6:30, 7, 7:30, 8, like just NHL all fucking day for me. So we need to win the first one for sure.
Yeah, man, the sports are big on MLK Day. Like I said, the NBA probably has everyone's probably playing just about. College basketball has enough, but that's good, man. The hockey game started early today. Jesus.
Yeah. Well, sometimes they start at 10 a.m. This one's decent on the West Coast. 11:30 is really not too bad.
Right.
But you know what else? The big one today, it is college football national championship day, which is
talk to us.
One of my things.
Indiana Day.
I particularly haven't bet anything on this game. Initially, after watching Indiana on those last couple games, I was team Indiana. I mean, it's such strong narratives on both sides of the matchup. As far as Indiana, they're backed up by your boy Mike Cuban. So they got good money in Indiana. They struck it rich with the coaching situation right there. He's already spreading off his lineage already. 2 of his offensive and defensive coordinator, I believe, are going to be head coaches everywhere. A lot of things go into what he goes. So I'll break it down for those that's not into college football. So the coach over at Indiana, his theory was, I'm gonna hit the portal. Well, first of all, he's a great scout of talent, right? So then he said, I'm gonna go and get me a mature group. He didn't go getting a bunch of 18, 19-year-olds. He got 22, 23-year-olds. Some of these guys have kids and families and all kinds of stuff. But he doesn't stock them deep. He plays 15 on offense, 15 on defense. And these are all older guys, much more mature, which worked out this season. They're much more mature, much more stable. But now we in a big game like this. These guys are older. They're much more appreciative. They're willing to take a loss and be like, yeah, I went, here. I'm a 5th-year senior. I played at 3 different schools. I end up in the national championship with Indiana and lose. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. I'm saddened that I lost, but at the same time, my accomplishments are great. You know what I'm saying? So they have their narrative on their side. They're pumping money into Indiana, not just in the college football. And the Colts were pretty good this year. Like everything in the Midwest right there is kind of blossoming. You know, Illinois played good ball in college football. They got some basketball schools coming out of Illinois and the Michigan area and all that. So that's that story. Then you got Miami. And when you get Miami, I'm not going to ignore the conspiracy theory, okay? It's a huge conspiracy theory. And it's an easy call. And people are getting caught every day doing more and less. But it's easy they could have paid off the voters for the college playoffs to get Notre Dame out of there to get Miami in there. I don't know how we get this far with Miami and they're this great team and blah, 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 blah. But they lost to SMU and Louisville during the season, right? So that's a crazy dynamic there. It's a home national championship. If I was going to give some money for an advantage, I'd do it when it's going to be near home because now we're going to have money, connections with the local businesses, and all the way down from the police that's going to have to be there. Everybody's going to get paid in Miami. They've done it before with Tampa Bay. As soon as they had the home championship and you know they won the Super Bowl with Brady. How did they go get Brady out of nowhere? Put the other tight end with him. You know, some stuff just is what it is. I'm not saying that it's completely rigged to where it sounds. I'm just saying it could be. So
it's
now
always Florida though,
and it's Florida.
It's always Florida.
And it's Florida. And we have got all the way to the end, and you're starting to see all the other pieces come out. Michael Irvin, Jimmy Johnson. Next is going to be Warren Sapp. And there's much, much more alumni, especially from when it was like the convicts and cons days. Those guys were street dudes and everything, and they love Miami. Miami just been down for a long time. Mario Cristobal, the coach, he has a tendency of kind of like tricking off things as a coach. He makes a lot of bad decisions. Like for years in the past, you'd be like, yeah, take the other team, Mario Cristobal and them, they'll mess it off at the end or something. But it hasn't been the case this year. They've been locked in because they gave more authority to the offensive coordinator and the defensive coordinator. So Cristobal don't have to make those decisions like he used to. And that's what did him this far. No discredit to Miami. That defense is immaculate. They the one that started the turnover chain and all that stuff years ago. So I expect Miami to do some turnovers. And if they get a couple turnovers from Indiana and if they could get ahead of Indiana by like let's say 2 touchdowns and 2 touchdowns in the field, it's gonna be hell for Indiana to come back from that versus that defense. So with that being said, you're going to give these guys at home. We have a home dog here that's getting 8.5 in a national championship game.
I know. I'm worried about that actually, DJ.
You almost got to take it. Like, even if you think Indiana is going to
If you can still get it, you should take it. Because it's 7.5 and popping all over the place.
For me, I saw 7.5 when this opened, right? And then the public is all Indiana, so it goes up to 8.5, and then everybody's like, oh, wait a minute, 8.5. So then it comes back down to 7.5. So I don't like that at all.
Hey, we seen it last night with the Bears, okay? And this happens a lot. There's something that you can't equate. I'm not gonna say it's rigged. I'm gonna say it's just things sometimes you can't equate, like the Bears and them going as far as they did. Well, guess what, Bear fans? Bear fans, you won last night. Plus, if you got it at plus 3.5, you won. That was the consolation prize. You might not continue on in the playoffs, but all of those people that put money behind this team and all that, they got paid last night. They mad, but they got paid, right? So you got this whole Miami thing and all these people involved and all that. Even if Miami loses, it's going to be a consolation prize.
Yeah, I could easily see this being 7 points, you know?
They could backdoor a 6. They could backdoor
or
a
lower,
7.
yeah.
You know?
Could be by 3.
It's too many points in a game like this. But, you know, the real cap in here, if you want to put a solid bet on the game, it'll be more or less figuring out the total. Because they can't.
Okay,
you know,
let me talk about that for a minute. Let me talk about that for a minute because First of all, they popped up in our chat here that Gary posted that Razor loves the under 47.5. I went and looked at all the betting splits. This line is at 47.5. I took it at 47.5 under. At DraftKings, the betting splits, 28% of the bets, 50% of the handle is on the 47.5. Now at Circa, which is now like the new Pinnacle, they're probably the sharpest line, Circa. Like Pinnacle always has been. They dropped the line to 47. They got 20% of the bets and 66% of the handle on the 47. So people are taking the 47.5. They bet it down to 40. That's the Circa is like the so-called sharps, the professional bettors. They're jumping on the 47 also. So it looks like that's the way it's going. As far as the money line, which I found interesting, it had the game at 7.5, and it's 32% of the bets, 39% of the handle, 68% of the bets on Indiana because the whole public's on Indiana, but 60% of the handle, so a little bit less. So Miami's taking some of that kind of money, at Circa. Of course, DraftKings is all public money, basically. And those splits are just a little bit different. 72% of the bets and 50% of the handle is on the over 47.5. And DraftKings, again, under 47.5. 28% of the bets, 50% of the handle. So the handle split, but the people betting it, only 28% put up 50% of the money.
Well, the Highlanders are
under.
doing another good job defensively.
Yeah, I mean, technically, college football wise, or even football wise, anyway, in these big games like this, they tend to go under.
Fortunate to stay in the play.
What are we hearing?
Look up that foul.
First foul on Sean Kelly and Davis St-Super. So the
game, NJT and Bryant, 12 minutes.
Oh, okay. Oh, because it was coming over the whole. It was coming over.
I was like, what the hell is that?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell? So anyhow, that's what's going on in that game, and quickly, you might find this pretty interesting. At DraftKings, 30% of the bets, 36% of the bets, 50% of the handle is on the money line for Miami plus 250.
That's a good payday.
Yeah. So the people are taking Miami like they weren't during the week, so they're getting that late money. What I need to check is what we need to check for Gary. Gary took under 124 in the Townsend game, and that game at the half was 32 to 20. DJ, the Townsend game. So I was tracking that game to see if Gary hit that one. But anyway, what games do you on, DJ, so far?
I'm on Yale and Columbia. I'm on the over in that game. They're at 16-24. That's 40 points with 9:29. That's a good place to be for the over in that one. And I'm right here on NJIT and Bryant, and the score is 6-11 with 12 to play in the first. And I have the under 134. So I'm moving in the right direction on both bets right now.
Nice.
But college basketball can change at the drop of a dime. So I'm hanging in there.
That
got a nice little
game doing good at 144, Dommy.
And I'm working on.
Oh, shit.
I didn't hear what you said.
Well, the under is at 144 in that Penn State or just Penn and Harvard game.
149. Yeah, 149.5 I got. DJ, DraftKings went up to 150. I said I set my line at 144, but I took it at 149.5. Same as Gary took it at 149.5 also. I'm not understanding why this line is how it is. The discrepancy was so big. Greg Peterson's line was 134. So even if that was a typo and it's supposed to be 144, there was still, big discrepancy. But that game didn't start yet, did it? No,
McNeese. That's McNeese, right?
No, I was talking about Penn Harvard. McNeese I took over 140. McNeese, I took over 140. I took 3 games so far. I took McNeese over 140. I took under 149 and a half. Huh?
Penn Harbor started.
It starts at 2 o'clock. So, yeah, it started.
Yes, the score is 11-15. You're in the under, right?
Yeah.
Under
149.
That's looking good. That's 26 points in almost 10 minutes of play. So you could get.
Yeah, I mean it's still early, but we'll see. I just don't understand why there was such a big discrepancy. Like I told you this morning, it was just so big. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Bison guy had it capped at like what 141 or something.
134, but even if that was a typo, it's supposed to be 144 still. Yeah, he said 134. So, yeah, it's Vicent, not Vicent. Vicent.
In Canada is Bison.
You get that up there? You can get that network up there?
I don't think so. No.
You can get it on YouTube. You can probably get it on YouTube though.
Yeah, I've seen some of their YouTube shows.
Yeah, it's good to watch. They're pretty good, man. They're pretty good. I took Marquette too.
So all you fans out there who think that, if something happens in America, I'm just going over to Canada. Remember, you can't get Beeson or ESPN.
Yeah, there's no YouTube Premium either. No YouTube TV.
Tell them about it. Tell them about it. It's not as pretty as they think it is.
How about this one? Yeah. Paramount Plus. You guys are going to get all the UFC events, even pay-per-views, all that for free. And you know what? In Canada, we don't get that same deal now. I'm going to have to try to pay for pay-per-views, even though it's on Paramount Plus.
Wow. See?
You got to try to get somebody else's password, see if it works. It might not work out of the country.
Not online.
And please, the whole world does it, man.
The other thing with that too is
but in America, they'll be fucking that up too lately.
So like on UFC Fight Pass, you can subscribe to that and watch all the old UFC fights. And Paramount Plus said, we're going to have all the old UFC fights. You can watch anything, have access to that library. But guess what? It's $2.99 to watch each fight. Any old fight you want to go watch GSP versus Nick Diaz, $2.99. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I haven't paid for a pay-per-view since like a Tyson fight back in the day.
Wow. Since they had Select TV with the little key, you had to turn it on.
I used to pay for some back in like high school.
Did y'all have that out there?
I'll pitch in $20.
Did you have that out there back in the day?
What was that, DJ?
It used to be called Select.
No, I never heard of that.
I never heard that. It was a little box and it had a key on it, and you had to turn the key to cut it on.
Really? Oh, 80s. Man, guys must have been hacking the shit out of that thing.
That's when I used to watch Scarface when it came out, all that kind of stuff in the early 80s.
Oh, that's funny. That's pretty funny. No, man, I don't know nothing about that one. I took Marquette today, which it's such a bad team, but they got to win sooner or later. So I jumped on them too today. I only took a couple games. I'm gonna go play it by ear after the show. See what games are on. I'll watch and take it from there. That's the way I'm gonna do today.
Yeah, I'm working on the next one while we on the show right here. I'm looking at the VCU game right now while we're on the show.
Yeah, I capped that game. I capped that game, VCU.
Oh yeah, I'm working on it right now as we speak.
I'll tell you what I got. Anyhow, let's wrap this up. We'll talk backstage.
Sure, yeah. I did have one more thought here on this hockey stuff since we're here.
Go ahead.
Talking about it. I said the same thing about the Jets and the Islanders game, right? They have the better goalie, better record, better winning streak right now. Everything seems to line up. So I don't think the Rangers are going to score tonight against Lucas Dostal. I really don't. He's the better goalie. And the other side, Jonathan Quick, terrible goalie. And our guy Bob Ross, he thinks so too.
New York Rangers, it's okay to put this puck right here in this pretty little net. Go ahead, you can do it. Just put the puck right here.
I love my Bob. That's a good one, brother. That's a good one.
You
I got
have one of
another
your
one.
best
This is
to
a
do that for
two-part
me?
play with 2 videos. So we're going Ducks money line.
Oh, you're good, man. That's a funny
Ducks
one.
money line.
Good job.
That's the video they post on Twitter every time the Ducks win. His name is Ben Afterwack.
Oh,
He only
yeah.
gets posted, but they've been posted 3 days in a row. Ducks are on a 3-game winning streak. Like I said, I have them winning in this spot 3 out of the last 4. I know Rangers win on the road. That's the only time they win, but hey, they could lose on the road too. And I'm not trusting Jonathan Quick. Take the better goaltender. Take the team that's streaking right now. Let's go Ducks.
Let's go Ducks.
That's a good. That's good work, man. I like that.
That Bob
Yeah,
Ross
yeah,
one, I
learn how to
saw
do
that
that.
and I was like, man, this has to be a video.
All right, Gary, take it easy, man. Gary said out. Gary's always joins us on the college hoops, man.
Yeah.
I told him
Appreciate you,
before.
Pops.
I told him before we appreciate his support, man. always
Nicholas
good to
Henry
have.
popping by too. Appreciate you. But yeah, that's about it today.
So,
All right.
what did you get in the VCU game?
We'll talk backstage. Let's go. Let's close the show up. We'll talk backstage.
Oh,
Yeah, close the show up, Dylan. Everybody have a good day.
Yeah, shout out to the chat for being here. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Then yeah, those bets again, the favorite bets that were on the Jets and the Islanders. I put that together in a 2-team parlay for plus 210 and took the singles. I think both those teams very, very good today. Sniz says, send me the link. We will, brother. But yeah, thanks everyone for stopping by. DJ and Dommy's first appearance here on the Rink Report, but we talked about everything: college basketball, college football, NFL. I mean, come on. Make sure you tune into the rest of the shows too. We'll be back again Sunday live, and we might be live tonight for the college football game, so make sure to look out for that. Follow me on Twitter to find out about that, and to follow these guys on Twitter too. Dommy Guns on Twitter, and of course DJ Big Boss. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Welcome to my party, we're just getting started.